Don't call me. Can't you see I'm working?
Aren't you done yet? Are you that busy?
Yes. Is there something important that you keep calling me like this?
Honestly, there's nothing important. I'm just worried about you. It's already past working hours, but you're still working.
Just think about it. Is there any reason for me to come home earlier?
I feel lonely when you are always busy like this.
I don't care.
Am I not allowed to feel lonely?
Shut up. Don't disturb me while I'm working. When I'm at work, I just want to focus on my work.
Okay, I'm sorry for bothering you. So, what time will you come home today?
Don't know. I'll call when I'm on my way.
Don't you have a specific plan? I just want to know so I can warm up the food when you get home.
I don't need.
Is that too much of a bother for you?
That's right.
Yes, you are. I just want to fulfill my duty as a responsible housewife in my family. This makes me feel a bit sad.
Don't call me to ask about these silly things. I will lose focus. Don't you understand?
Yes.
And you don't need to prepare meals for me either. No matter what you cook for dinner, I'll buy and eat out.
No, this is not allowed.
The company's been working on a very important project lately, and I haven't had the time to eat.
Do you think that I am a person who can't manage and arrange the food for his family? I'm sure I can do more than that. Let me do it, please.
It's true that you can do it, but... I'm sorry, but I have to get back to work now. See you soon.
Okay, don't forget to stay safe on your way back. 2 months later. Hey, are you free now? Can we talk for a bit?
Sure, I just finished my lunch break. What's up?
I just have a feeling that my mother-in-law is increasingly treating me coldly. Or is it just my imagination?
Are you crazy? Why do you think my mother is suddenly cold to you? What did you try to say?
As usual, when I text her on Facebook, she immediately replies with a lot of emojis. When she called, she also liked to tell me about many other things.
And what about now?
She's been texting really fast lately, but she doesn't use emojis anymore. And when I called her, she seemed to be trying to hastily hang up the phone after I started telling stories. I'm wondering if I did something wrong?
Maybe it was just a coincidence. As soon as you called, unfortunately she was busy. I don't think there's anything to worry about.
I'm wondering what I did wrong to her. I also haven't heard that she's been busy lately.
Do you think you know my mother well? Of course not.
I don't know. I just can't think of any other reason why she's acting this way.
If she has a problem, she will tell you. Don't take it so seriously.
I hope so. But lately, Dad's been acting weird too.
What's wrong with him?
Our house and his house are very close to each other. That's the reason why Dad often visits our house while walking. But lately, I don't see my dad coming anymore. I feel like he's avoiding me.
Or he chooses another way to go for a walk.
No, maybe, but every time he comes across, he always stops at our house.
Are you sure you're not misunderstanding your father? Don't think so much. We just need to focus on our own lives, okay?
Okay, I get it. I won't pay attention to those things anymore. 1 week later.
Hello. Do you remember who I am?
Julia? Are you Peter's cousin?
Bingo! That's right. I'm glad you still remember me.
I'm sorry. It's been a long time since we met at your wedding, right?
You must still remember the terrible wedding. I haven't seen you since that day until now.
Personally, I think it was a very beautiful wedding.
You're too complimented. I heard you prepared a lot for that day. I can't understand how it feels to plan your own wedding.
Not really. Actually, it was Peter who came up with the theme and planned the details for that day. I was the one who prepared the accessories for that wedding, as well as the props. I've never done that before, so I asked Peter.
What? Are you kidding me?
It's true.
Peter is so amazing as usual. That was such a wonderful wedding. The decorations he made look so elegant and beautiful. I hope my upcoming wedding will look just as sophisticated. I'm so nervous.
Julia, are you getting married soon?
Yes, that's right.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. Congratulations.
Do you know who will be my groom?
Who is that? I don't have many acquaintances with Julia.
We've known each other for a long time. It can be said that he is one of my childhood friends.
So you two are childhood friends?
Actually, I'm sure he knows you too.
Who is that? I can't figure it out.
That's Peter.
What?
Surprise! It's surprising, alright?
What? How can that be possible?
Actually, Peter often comes over to my house these days. You really didn't know?
Huh? Your house?
Exactly. Well, although it's technically my house, it's not my parents' house. Because my parents agreed to let us get married.
I understand now why he always came home so late. Was it because he's been frequenting your house and having an affair with you?
That's right.
Lately, my father-in-law and mother-in-law have also been very cold with me. Is it because they want to marry you, so they cut ties with me because they knew about Peter's affair and are counting on you instead?
Didn't expect those two to know. Yes, maybe so.
But why? How can you guys marry each other when you share the same bloodline?
Oh, you didn't know? Even cousins can marry each other.
That's impossible. What happened?
Oh, my father was once exploited for labor in one company. My mother was an unstable nurse. At that time, Peter's family raised me.
Since then, have you always considered them as your second family?
Exactly. His parents always treated me like family. Peter also treats me like his own sister. It was at that time that I thought I would like to become a member of Peter's family one day.
But Peter chose me, didn't he?
I know. I thought to myself, why at that time? Why am I not his choice? But recently, he's been coming to my house more often. Turns out that his love isn't for you, but for me. Actually, I thought I thought you knew this for a long time ago.
Unbelievable.
Come on. Don't act like you just fell from the ninth cloud like that. I don't know well, but he seems to be making accessories to sell with his mother.
What is that?
I really don't know about this. They seemed unwilling to discuss it when I asked. Is he trying to keep it a secret from me? That must mean that he intends to give it to me as a gift, right? Huh. You've been living with Peter for so long, but I guess you'll never get a gift from him, will you?
How can I know?
Peter's mother is a craftsman and she always makes accessories that I really like. I feel sorry for Peter for choosing the wrong person as his soulmate instead of me. As an apology, your mother-in-law and Peter are making me a few small gifts.
I feel like my heart is breaking into 100 pieces.
And now, get out of this house now.
How could you talk to me so rude like that?
I think you should call your parents and pick you up. I'm feeling very happy right now. My father also changed jobs a few years ago, and now I can live a peaceful life. Me, my family, and Peter. We will live as a happy family forever. I don't want my life to be stained like you, so get out of here immediately.
I'm sorry. I will leave soon.
I'm glad you get it.
I don't need such a lousy husband. I will call you later.
I will wait for your reply.
1 week later.
Hello, ex-wife. I wonder if you really came to your parents' home or not.
Yes. Did you call me just to ask that?
I really appreciate you living as you promised. I think you were hesitant about getting a divorce. It's fortunate that it only took you a long time to decide to get a divorce.
No, you're wrong. I think it's all a bit early.
What the hell are you talking about? According to the plan, she should have moved out of here yesterday. I've been waiting for this for so long.
I'm sorry, my parents did have time until today, so...
Okay, no need to say anymore. Just know that Peter is mine now. Thank you for giving him up to me.
You should understand this. Even though we're getting a divorce, Peter is still a human being, not an object. Do you understand?
I know. I understand your helplessness. You tried to hold into the love of your life, but it didn't work out.
Julia, you're such a disgrace. I can't believe I'm still hung up on Peter.
I am just an ambitious woman. Whatever I want, I have to get it. It doesn't matter to me whether my mistress is married or not.
Good luck.
Of course! Who do you think I am? I will still be happy even you don't bless me. Don't try to steal him away from me. Goodbye.
2 weeks later.
Hey, what the hell is going on?
What are you talking about?
When I got home, Peter wasn't there and the furniture was all gone. Peter's parents' house is also empty.
He and his family moved house, so no one is at home, right?
What? What do you mean? Aren't you two already divorced?
Have I said that I divorced before?
You said it yourself on Facebook 2 weeks ago. I remember it for sure.
No, I never said that. I think you got it wrong. I am still legally married to Peter. Peter and I are still husband and wife.
What do you mean? You said that you don't need a lousy husband like Peter. Besides, both families have agreed for us to stay together. My mother also said so.
Your family must have misunderstood.
That can't be true. Surely Peter has feelings for me now, right?
Do you know why Peter often made accessories with his mom?
It's to make a gift I like, isn't it?
Don't be that silly. It seems like you and I have very similar aesthetic tastes.
So what?
He gave me a handmade bracelet on my birthday. I thought it was meant for you, but it was actually for me. His mom seems to have taught him a lot.
Don't talk nonsense. Recently, he told me that he always acted cold towards you. That must have been an uncomfortable feeling, right?
It's because Peter is not good at expressing his feelings. He's the type who never shows emotion on his face. I used to think he always looked aloof.
So Peter didn't even think he was being cold towards you?
That's right. He seems to find it hard to express himself through language, but he always cares about me.
What do you mean?
Actually, I'm carrying Peter's child. I will give birth to the baby in a few months.
Huh? How can it possible? No one has ever told me about it. Why don't you tell me such an important thing?
If it were Peter, he would say, I didn't tell because I wasn't asked.
Are you near that house now?
I'm living with Peter's parents.
What?
Actually, my in-laws also knew about Peter's gift plan. As if he was aware of his carelessness during our conversation, he avoided contact with me. He didn't want to hurt me. Currently, I'm living in harmony with my husband and in-laws.
What the hell is that? Unbelievable.
By the way, did you finally realize why you couldn't contact me for 2 weeks? Peter told me he's going to be busy with work for a while. He told me not to answer your calls during this time, and I just followed what he said.
However, since we have spent so much time together, how could we possibly cut up such a relationship? You still don't understand that we are cousins? Come to think of it, my parents have been crazy for a long time. I wonder if this has anything to do with it.
He had to borrow money from his parents to lend to your parents.
Huh? I really don't know.
The day you contacted me, Peter and I suddenly had a big argument. In the end, there is no affair here. Finally, I felt confused and talked with my in-laws about it. But why did your mother have to borrow money from my husband and my in-laws? My in-laws were both angry with her.
Did she borrow more than 500,000 US dollars?
Looks like he's making arrangements for that too. By the way, is Adele your mother?
That's right.
Adele borrowed from my husband about $700,000.
That amount includes his 500,000 US dollars and 200,000 US dollars he borrowed from his mother. How could be there so many?
It seems like Adele doesn't want to return the money to my mother-in-law. Your mother hasn't met my husband's family for many years.
So they must have been very mad right now?
Adele said she borrowed the money to pay off debts and needed capital for a business. But it seems Adele spent money on unnecessary things. I heard that my mother-in-law asked your mother to return the money and declared an end to this relationship entirely. Your mother told my husband that she wouldn't pay a dime. Do you think that won't drive my mother-in-law crazy?
Isn't that a lie?
Unfortunately, that's the truth. It looks like you are having a peaceful life with our money, right?
Please, can you help me get rid of the debt? I will never be involved with Peter again. I will cut up contact with him.
You are never considered a half of Peter. He just wanted to help you find your mother. And you thought it was a romantic relationship? That's ridiculous.
Please,
Do you think saying sorry is enough?
I'm sorry. Why don't you show up your sweet home now?
Is that the attitude of someone who wants to apologize? I'm not at home right now. In fact, I moved in with my husband's parents to take care of them while waiting for Peter to settle down.
Huh? Why did you two have to move so far? I don't understand. The money he borrowed from his mother to lend to Adele.
I heard that if he can't pay off that debt, he won't be able to inherit the amount of assets left by his late grandmother. You don't know what Adele and others will do. Soon, my mother-in-law will inform you about Peter's bank account number. Please refund me. ASAP.
Wait a minute! Please say something!
After that, Adele paid back a debt of $700,000 to Peter. The peaceful life of Julia's family was completely transformed as they were overwhelmed with work and had little time to rest. However, the debt is being paid off gradually every month. I feel much more secure now. I gave birth to a gorgeous and cute baby. My husband, who is often said to be cold, loves me every day. I like his expressions that I've never seen in 3 years of marriage. My husband's parents also help me take care of my family and children, and we live happily ever after.